Welcome back to another episode of Spilling the Tea with the Henna guys. In today's video, she explains, and her channel is called Curly Perverbs. She explains how henna has helped with the growth of your hair, which is one of the benefits of applying henna. The only hair dye that not only colors your hair, but gives you like amazing benefits. Okay, so let's get right to it. Her title is called 23 Inches of Hair Growth. It's that henna length check.
Thriving long hair, and I'm talking growing major inches, like 23 inches, even with setbacks and haircuts.
Wow.
Well, henna, of course, so that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Hey love, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. My name is Farida, also known as Curly Proverbs, and in today's video I'm going to be talking you through basically the secret to my hair length, retention and growth over the years. I literally spent 2 decades with my hair stuck at collarbone length, and now it's well, I'll show you.
Wow.
So after years of frustration at not being able to retain length and grow out my hair, I found that incorporating oils and henna as well as MSM were 3 things that massively improved my hair growth and my hair retention. But by far, the thing that worked pretty much instantaneously, like literally from the very first treatment, I knew that it was a keeper, was definitely henna. So just to give you an outline of how we're going to be approaching today's video so you can kind of keep up with what I'm saying. First, we're going to be talking about the properties of henna, what makes it so friggin' bomb. Like, I'm not exaggerating here. It literally changed my hair life. So we're going to be talking about the properties of henna. Second, we're going to be talking about how you can actually use it and incorporate it into your routine. I'm going to give you probably 4 different ways that you can actually use it, and hopefully one of them works for you. And then we're going to talk about the cons, what you need to avoid, because literally there is henna that's being sold out there that could turn your hair green if you are not careful. And last but not least, we're going to finish on the pros of using henna. So if that's something you're interested in, then please keep watching. So henna is actually a plant that grows in Africa, in the Middle East, in Asia. It has been used for centuries for all sorts of beauty rituals. It's even been known to cure lice infestations. It's antimicrobial. It is super potent, and the main active ingredient is actually the Lawson dye. Let's talk about how it actually works. So if you imagine that your hair has actually got an outside coating that is called a cuticle. This
I love her explanation here.
protects the hair, and it almost looks like roof shingles going down. Now, if any of those shingles get loose or damaged or torn away, henna is one of the very few things, in fact the only thing I know of, that can actually bind to the hair cuticle and fill in gaps and crevices that have formed that would weaken the hair and cause breakage and therefore no length retention. I saw this little clip from Green Beauty.
The only hair dye that not only colors the hair, but strengthens and other benefits.
And as you can see, once the henna has coated the hair, it's able to go into each of the cuticles wherever there is damage and really build a deposit. And you can see over time that the strand actually thickens. Each individual strand thickens and changes color. Now, believe me, in over 8 years on my natural hair journey with using products that have been sent to me by brands and different strengthening products, different treatments that I have purchased, I've never actually found anything that has matched henna in its power to immediately strengthen. The other thing that it actually does is It gets under the cuticles, even the healthy ones, and binds to the keratin molecules. This actually fortifies the keratin molecules, and it is one of those treatments which actually builds a layer on your hair over time. Now, some of the pros of this would definitely be that it actually thickens hair. A lot of people have actually found that it's thickened their hair over time. I certainly found that when I was using it in conjunction with my oils, wow, the length retention and the growth was phenomenal.
And this is exactly, if you watch my videos or my shorts, you will know that I emphasize when you're doing henna plus do an oil routine, which will give you, just like she said, amazing results. And I always emphasize castor, amla, and rosemary. And those are like the best oils to use.
And I just found myself using it every single week without fail because it was so bomb. I would not be separated from my henna for anything. I'm going to talk to you about 5 different ways that you can actually use henna. One is as a straight mask, where you literally mix water with the henna, you make a super thick paste. You can actually add lemon juice to that. It really encourages the release of the Lawson dye. The Lawson dye is the active ingredient. Now, the downside to actually using this method is that it is crazy strengthening for your hair. Like, if you've not used henna before and you're not sure and you don't have much experience in that, it could lead to you having a setback with breakage because it strengthens your hair. If you imagine something strengthening your hair so much, it could almost snap, if you follow what I mean. So your manipulation of it has to be really gentle, and you have to follow up with a moisturizing deep conditioner. So that is one method.
To counter that, you want to add in aloe vera powder. It will help moisture. So if you're a first time user, use pure henna and see how that goes for you. But if you know what she's explaining, if that does tend to happen to you, then aloe vera powder is what you need to add into your henna
that you can use. A second method, which is the method that I was using virtually on a weekly basis, was as a gloss. You just add a teaspoon of henna to your favorite moisturizing deep conditioner, possibly with a little bit of oil, and you can actually have a one-step treatment where you don't have to follow up with a moisturizing deep conditioner. It must be said though, that oil actually masks the effect of the Lawson dye. So with time, you may wish to decrease the amount of oil that you're putting in each treatment so that you work your way up to actually more and more of the henna having an effect on your hair. The third option is you can actually use it in an oil. It smells amazing in an oil. I love mixing it with coconut oil and olive oil. The aroma starts to have an almost sweet sort of chocolate